Wild boars roam when we sleep, silent and ruthless, turning peaceful farmland into a battlefield. What was once considered just a wildlife problem has grown into a full-scale invasion, a crisis that has left farmers and landowners across America desperate for solutions. In Texas alone, feral hogs have transformed agriculture into a nightly war zone. Crops are demolished, fences are torn down, water systems are contaminated, and ecosystems are thrown completely off balance. Farmers call it land management warfare, because every time they take out dozens of hogs in one hunt, it feels less like pest control and more like fighting back an unstoppable army. With damages exceeding $1.5 billion every year, this agricultural nightmare has become one of the most expensive and dangerous wildlife invasions in U.S. history. The real danger lies in how these destructive pig predators reproduce and adapt. Wild boar are capable of producing 2 large litters per year with up to 12 piglets in each, making population growth nearly impossible to control. Scientists have revealed that unless 60% to 70% of the hog population is removed every single year, their numbers will continue to climb. This is why government-funded hog eradication programs, steel corral traps, helicopter hunts, and even poison development have failed to make a meaningful impact. Each night, the wild boar empire expands further, not only in Texas, but across Georgia, Florida, California, and more than 39 states. Other countries such as Australia, Spain, and Germany are facing the same ecological disaster, showing that this is no longer a local issue, but a global invasive species crisis. But what makes the feral hog invasion so terrifying is not just their reproduction, it's their intelligence. Once domestic pigs brought by European settlers centuries ago, these animals have adapted into larger, stronger, and far more dangerous versions of their ancestors. Wild boar boars are smarter than most people realize. They possess extraordinary memory, emotional intelligence, and the ability to rapidly adapt to human strategies. Farmers who use poorly placed traps or spring them too early unknowingly teach hogs how to avoid capture forever. Every failed trap attempt creates smarter, harder to catch enemies, turning the battle into a game of survival. This explains why traditional hunting or small-scale trapping has proven ineffective. In fact, these mistakes fuel the rise of what many now call superhogs, intelligent, elusive, and nearly impossible to control with outdated tactics. To outsmart them, experts emphasize the importance of smarter hog traps and more strategic land management practices. Corral traps at least 30 to 40 feet wide with 5-foot-tall steel panel walls can capture entire sounders, not just a handful of pigs. Remote triggered gates allow farmers to wait until almost the entire group enters before trapping, significantly increasing success rates. Location is equally critical. Studies show that placing traps near water sources, mud wallows, or well-traveled corridors triples the effectiveness. Pre-baiting with fermented corn, overripe fruits, or high-protein feed for 7 to 10 days is another powerful method. One Texas farmer managed to capture 28 feral hogs in a single night simply by using fermented corn near a creek, proving that patience is a farmer's strongest weapon. Yet, most failures still come from human impatience. Triggering a trap too soon, leaving distressed hogs inside too long, or refusing to relocate traps quickly teaches boars to avoid them forever. Each mistake strengthens the hog's dominance and deepens the crisis. This is why wildlife experts now call the feral hog invasion a land management war, where discipline, strategy, and innovation matter more than brute force. Technology such as drones with infrared tracking, AI-powered trapping systems, and new poisons like kaput hog bait are being tested. But none of these solutions will work if hunters and farmers do not change their habits. The hogs are learning, and they are learning fast. The future of farming and eco-farming balance in America may depend on whether we can adapt quickly enough. If not, wild boars may become a permanent super predator across North America, reshaping ecosystems, destroying agricultural stability, and leaving farmers in a constant cycle of damage repair. For landowners, this is no longer just a wildlife nuisance, it's survival. The feral hog crisis is a battle for the future of agriculture, biodiversity, and rural communities. Have you or someone you know faced the wild boar invasion firsthand? What strategies worked and which ones failed miserably? Share your experience in the comments, because collective knowledge may be the only weapon powerful enough to fight back. If this insight into the hidden war against feral hogs helped you, don't forget to subscribe for more survival farming knowledge and untold stories from the front lines of agriculture. The war is here, the stakes are higher than ever, and the time to get smarter is now.